In black, it's time to find out about the True Patriot Love women's expedition to Baffin Island. Let's say hi right now to Kathryn Logan. Hello.
Hi.
Lieutenant Commander in the Royal Canadian Navy. And we also have Kimberly Horan with us as well, a Major at the Royal Canadian Air Force.
Hi, Dylan.
Welcome to the show here. Kathryn, can you just tell us what this event is all about?
Yeah, so True Patriot Love's a national charity that pairs military members who are wounded in the course of their service career with civilian community and business leaders, and as part of their fundraising effort sends them on expedition. So this was TPL's first all-women's expedition.
It was the first one.
We did. We were a team of women. We just got back from Baffin Island, where we snowshoed and hiked 100 kilometers across the Arctic Circle on Baffin Island.
Okay, so Kimberly, obviously you had to be in some pretty good shape to do this.
Yes, that's true. We didn't all start out being in very good shape.
Yeah, but now you are.
Now we're perfectly in shape. We had a number of training camps along the way, and working with our mentors and our team leads. We worked hard over the last several months in getting in shape and physically and mentally ready for the expedition.
Now, Kathryn, so you're both recently returning back from this expedition, and you mentioned some of the things you did. What are some of the highlights for you personally?
Personally, just meeting the other women was a great experience for me. Seeing, as someone that's been in the military most of my adult life, meeting other women from other sectors, and then experiencing the North. That was my first trip to the territories, and it was amazing. Okay. I feel really privileged to have visited that part of Canada.
And maybe, so Kimberly, maybe you can tell us about some of the pictures that you're seeing here. I mean, that looks like a pretty big, you didn't climb that, did you?
No, some people do climb that, but maybe we'll wait for the next expedition for that one.
Okay. All right. So why is it so important then, Kimberly, for military members and business leaders to be a part of an expedition like this?
So in particular this one, because it was the first all-women's expedition that TPL has done. They've done a number of other ones. Because we all work in, Kathryn can attest to this, we don't get the opportunity to work with many women in our very non-traditional fields. And the women that we were paired up with were women in finance and business and community leaders who are in a similar situation. So we were able to learn a lot from each other and how we were able to overcome actually some of the similar challenges despite being in very different organizations.
Okay. Kathryn, we saw the Northern Lights in one of the pictures. Did you see the Northern Lights on a every day, every night basis?
Well, usually we were fast asleep in our tent,
Yeah.
but the photographer and I that night woke up in the middle of the night and went out on a hunting expedition, and we lucked out. So yeah, that was a great highlight of the trip for sure.
That is super beautiful. Okay, so how many, sorry, in total I think you said it, but how many women went on this expedition?
There were 17 of us all together, 17 women. 6 of us were members of the military or veterans. And so of those 6, 4 of us were ill and injured, and then we had 2 specialists. Our photographer, you've seen a number of her images already, and we also had a medical officer on the team.
Didn't need that medical officer?
I did. You could probably tell from my voice, I'm still recovering from severe hacking that most of our tent ended up succumbing to.
Does that mean like you caught a bit of an illness?
Yeah, we all had upper respiratory infections, so Kathryn's tent was much more fortunate in that regard.
Yeah. But I did read, doing research about you, Kathryn, you were a little concerned about the conditions before you left.
Well, I'm posted to Victoria right now, so I was concerned about the climate shock, because it was definitely colder than it is in Victoria right now. But we were well equipped and well trained, so
was there anything else that was more of like a culture shock, so to speak, or?
I mean, just the remoteness of the far north was definitely a unique experience, just being out in the middle of nowhere.
And you see the video that we're rolling right now. I mean, it does look beautiful, but it does look kind of Star Wars freezing, you know, in that episode, Empire Strikes Back. Was it as cold as these videos look?
It was actually colder than the videos look.
Okay. Did you have to prepare for this, Kimberly? I mean, how did you prepare mentally, physically?
So, being a member of the military, still serving, I do have PTSD. One of the challenges was going on an expedition like this and being out of touch with everybody that we know, all our support systems, our families, our friends. So Through the experience, though, we were able to connect together, and I found the North to be a very healing experience, and this opportunity was wonderful.
That's good. Kathryn, the foundation, how can people help, assist?
So TPL does these expeditions on a fairly regular basis. Their next one is in 2020 in Patagonia. It's not all women, so everyone's welcome to participate, but they can visit the TPL website, and we're still fundraising to our $1 million goal for this expedition. So if people would like to donate, they can visit the TPL website.
Of course, they should make a donation. And thank you very much for serving as well, and obviously keeping our country safe and doing the things that you do. Kathryn, Kimberly, great experiences. Thank you very much for being here today. Appreciate your time. More Daytime coming up in moments right here on Rogers TV. Don't go anywhere. We thank you for being a part of what we're doing. I'm Dylan Black.